In the free city of Pentos, across the narrow sea, Princess Daenerys Targaryen waits nervously, wearing a very thin and revealing gown. She looks fragile and scared. Her older brother, Viserys Targaryen, who calls himself the rightful king of Westeros, enters the room. He tells her that, with the help of Magister 𝐃𝐢𝐬𝐜𝐿, he has arranged her marriage. Daenerys will marry Khal Drogo, a powerful leader of the nomadic Dothraki warriors. Viserys plans to use Drogo's massive army to take back the Iron Throne. But the moment quickly becomes uncomfortable and disturbing. Viserys treats Daenerys badly. He strips her and touches her inappropriately while she stands there helpless and afraid. He orders her to be perfect for Drogo and warns her not to awaken the dragon if she displeases him. He believes this marriage is the beginning of his future reign. Trying to stay calm, Daenerys steps into a bath filled with very hot water. The water is steaming, yet she does not flinch, even when told it might burn her. This shows something unusual about her. Soon, Khal Drogo arrives. He is quiet, strong, and intimidating. Daenerys is clearly terrified and does not want to marry him, but Viserys refuses to listen. He is so desperate for power that he cruelly says he would let Drogo's entire tribe abuse her if it meant gaining the throne. Daenerys is horrified and disgusted. Outside the walls of Pentos, the wedding takes place. It is wild and violent. People are dancing, fighting, and even attacking each other. The Dothraki celebrate in a brutal way. Daenerys receives 3 gifts. First, she is given books from Westeros, a place she has never seen but still calls home. Second, she meets Ser Jorah Mormont, a knight from Westeros who pledges his loyalty to her and her brother. Third, Illyrio gives her 3 beautiful dragon eggs, ancient and turned to stone. When night comes, it is time for the marriage to be completed. Khal Drogo takes Daenerys far away. She is frightened and crying as he takes control, marking the beginning of her difficult new life. Daenerys now travels with Khal Drogo and his people. Life is very hard for her. She feels weak, sick, and exhausted. She struggles to eat their food and is in pain from constantly riding horses. She even needs help just to walk. Ser Jorah tries to comfort her, saying things will get easier, but she does not seem convinced. At night, Daenerys continues to suffer in her marriage. Drogo still treats her roughly, and she finds no happiness in it. However, she begins having strange dreams filled with fire and dragons, hinting at something powerful inside her. Her handmaids, 𝐼𝐸, 𝐃𝐢𝐬𝐿, and Doreah, take care of her wounds and bruises. They talk about dragons, believing they are extinct. Daenerys learns that Doreah was trained to please men, and she asks her to teach her how to satisfy Drogo. With growing courage, Daenerys changes her approach. Instead of being afraid, she takes control and faces Drogo differently. For the first time, their relationship becomes gentler and more respectful. That night, they share a moment of real connection, and something begins to change between them. Now in the Dothraki Sea, Daenerys discovers she is pregnant. Drogo is happy, and the two of them seem closer than before, sharing warm and loving moments. However, when Ser Jorah hears the news, he quietly leaves to ride to another city. Something deeper is happening behind the scenes. The Dothraki continue their journey, attacking villages and taking slaves to prepare for their invasion of Westeros. They arrive at a peaceful village of the Lázarene people. Daenerys is deeply disturbed when she sees women being abused. She cannot stand it and decides to protect them, taking some of the women under her care. This causes conflict. One of Drogo's warriors, Margo, challenges her actions. Drogo defends Daenerys, calling her his moon of my life. This leads to a fight between Drogo and Margo. The fight is brutal. Drogo shows his strength by defeating Margo easily, even allowing himself to be wounded before killing him in a violent way. Despite winning, Daenerys is worried about his injury. Luckily, one of the women Daenerys saved, Mirri Maz Duur, is a healer. She offers to treat Drogo's wound, and he agrees. As time passes, Drogo's wound becomes worse. It gets infected, and he grows weaker. He can barely stay on his horse and eventually collapses. Daenerys becomes desperate and calls for Mirri Maz Duur to help. But now, the warriors begin to lose respect for her authority. Without Drogo's strength, she is vulnerable. Ser Jorah warns her that once Drogo dies, she and her unborn child will be in danger. The Dothraki only follow strength, and without Drogo, they may turn against her. Refusing to give up, Daenerys stays by Drogo's side, but soon she realizes there is no hope left. Heartbroken, she gently ends his suffering by smothering him with a pillow, crying as he dies. That night, a funeral pyre is prepared. Daenerys wears the same clothes from her wedding, bringing her journey full circle. She gathers what remains of the 𝐾𝐽 and frees the remaining slaves. Finally, she places her dragon eggs onto the fire with Khal Drogo's body, ready to face whatever comes next, no longer the frightened girl she once was.